Hiya! Welcome! Got a box from EMP today. Hello, mama. EMP this previous Friday had a 3 for 2 offer on Funko Pops. So, needless to say, there is 3 of the little buggers in here today. However, I'm only going to show you 2 because the third one is one that I am going to be giving away as a prize in my next Patreon only giveaway draw, which should be taking place tomorrow probably. So if you would like more information about my Patreon, please will you take a look at the Patreon link at the top of my description text box. And by the way, there will be a general YouTube giveaway later on this week as well for all of my subscribers. So please stay tuned for that. Turn your notifications on. Blah blah blah. Usual YouTuber spiel. You know how it goes. Right, let's crack on with today's order of business. And that is getting this box open and showing you the 2 pops for my collection. And in that case, what I need is this. It's my trusty yellow goddamn knife. Come into my arms tonight, you and me forever in the year of the horse. We will dance in the poison rain. We can stay a while and have a good time. We'll stay together. We'll stay always in love. Alright, and now let us have a little woo! So 2 pops for my collection in here, 3 for 2. I think technically the one that I got for free is one of mine. There was quite an expensive one here, but obviously when it's 3 for 2 it kind of softens the blow. It doesn't feel that expensive after all. Put that box down there as we sort through the gubbins. Here is one of your £5.55 off discount codes from EMP. So that's probably a general code that they send out to anybody, so feel free to try and use that. The minimum spend is £40, that's pretty good, and it's valid until the 12th of October. Invoices, return slips, stuff like that. Right, I can see the pop that is one of my giveaway prizes, so I'm not going to touch that. I'm just deciding which of the 2 of mine I'm going to show you first. I'll show you the one that I got for free first, I think. This one I think is slightly less exciting, but I'm still very happy to have it, albeit it was a little bit of an impulse purchase. It's not come in a sorter, but it has come in one of these bubble wrap baggies. So the first pop I'm showing you today is number 9 in the American history line. It's George Washington. Yep, so here we are. I've got an American president in my pop collection, finally. I've also got a Hillary Clinton pop that I bought, that was last year. I know she wasn't a president, but she was a presidential nominee, and also she was the first lady to her husband Randy Bill for quite some years. But my first actual president, and he is the first ever president of the United States of America. It was meant to be. I like this American history line. Some of the other ones have tempted me, like some of the slightly more modern pops, like Ronald Reagan, even though I couldn't stand him when he was alive, but I still quite like the idea of getting a pop. And John F. Kennedy. So you never know, I might add to this range, even though this was a little bit impulsive. I was looking for something to get my free pop, as it were, and it turned out to be old George here. His normal price at the moment on EMP I think is $12.99. I won't get him out the box because I want to get this video moving along quite rapidly and show you the other pop that's really the kind of main thing in this video, the really exciting bit. But I'm really happy with this. On the back we can see that looks like a small line, but they have added more. Like I say, they've added more modern era presidents. But here is George Washington and Abraham Lincoln there. I'd probably like to pick up Lincoln if I saw him cheap. This isn't a range that I would hunt for and pay silly money for. This is like a range that, you know, if I saw them with a good reduction somewhere, or I was able to get them cheap in an auction on eBay, that'd be the sort of thing I'd do. But I wouldn't be actively looking for them and desperate to complete the set. If this is just a one-off pop for me in this American history line, then that's fine. I just think it's a cool thing to have, really. So George Washington, he's got his white hair, quite curly. He's wearing, what would you call that, a blue tunic with sort of light brown trim. He's got some light brown trousers on. He's got like a white ruff. I think that's what you call those funny frilly collar things, a ruff. And dark brown boots, I think. Or no, they're black boots, I think. This is why I do like to take pops out of the box generally, so I can have a closer look and spot any detail that I might have missed. Oh, just noticed. I know it's not an original, obviously, but I do believe that'll be George Washington's signature there. That's a nice little detail. Really nice box art as well here with the old style, slightly sepia-toned American flag. Love that. I think that's great. You know, for free, no complaints whatsoever. This is going to look great with some of my other icons. Right, so there was George Washington. Now the next one I've got to show you, this only came out on Friday at EMP. In fact, it's such a new pop that even the Funko app itself and the Pop Price Guide website haven't got it up yet, which is weird. I don't know if that's some sort of oversight, because they usually put up like pre-order things well before they've actually been released, but for some reason this pop, couldn't find it, and I kept searching for a few days ever since I've ordered it. It comes in a sorter. Yep, it's its own original sorter as well. Not that that matters, but I do find them handy to use when sending out prizes, acts of kindness, etc. So the pop I've got to show you here is oh yeah, Cutie Corn. Wow. Oh yes, it's another fantastic plastic. I had to have this when I found out that it was going up on the Funko shop, and I'm trying to think which one of my friends alerted me to it. I do check the EMP shop, but sometimes their search function can be a bit iffy, and stuff that you expect to be listed you have to sort of search more specifically for, so I may have missed this myself when I first looked. Think it was the Pop-Tart.
Always a fan of helmets, everyone knows that by now.
If it wasn't, and if it was you and I've credited the Pop-Tart by mistake, then please tell me off in the comments. But number 23, fantastic plastic line, Cutie Corn. It's obviously sort of like a Halloween tie-in type thing. It's one of these fantastic plastic winners. It's got the extra sticker on. I think in America this would get a Funko Hollywood sticker on it, I believe. But here in Europe we get the normal Funko Shop limited edition sticker, that's fine. On the back we've got a little statement from the winner, the person who would have designed this, Jacob Martindale from Angleton, Texas. He says, "I've always been drawn to the aesthetic of Halloween ever since I was young. I wanted to find a way to mesh these elements with the childlike glee that comes with dressing up and trick-or-treating. Cutie Corn is the perfect embodiment of all these elements." I mean, I'm no Halloween fan. For me, I find Halloween a bit silly, really, but I am a fan of really cool-looking pops, so I don't care that it's Halloween-related. You know, I just think this looks absolutely awesome. Another brilliant, fantastic plastic original character. So Cutie Corn is obviously designed like a candy corn, but in sort of living form, as it were. He's got a skull on his head there, that's like got a strap around it, if you can see, so that'll be his mask when he's out trick-or-treating. And he's got sort of like an all-in-one skull design onesie on. It's a bit difficult to see, especially with this extra sticker in the way. And then he's carrying his pumpkin-shaped bucket full of sweets, presumably. And in his other hand, he's got an open bar of chocolate. That is fantastic. Excellent stuff here. So, two pops I'm really happy to get today. One, I had to have this, even if there was no 3 for 2 offer last week, then I would have still probably got this, even though at the price it's listed, $23.99. It's a little bit high, but that does seem to be about what a lot of these fantastic plastic figures are now going for at EMP. And I was worried, you know, I snooze, I lose kind of thing, like I did with Oodles many months back. And this is a freebie, George Washington. I really like this, and I'm really tempted to get some more in this range, as and when. I'm not in any rush for it, but I find history very interesting. Just be good to collect some of these sort of real historical characters. And of course, I've got my third pop that I will be showing to my patrons in the giveaway draw tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Thank you to all of my amazing subscribers and generous, wonderful patrons. All my Funko affiliate links are down in the description text box, as they always are, so please go and check them out. I'm going to go now and stick Cutie Corn and the Chief, the OG George Washington, into a couple of all things vinyl pop protectors and put them alongside, where appropriate, their fellow Funko figures. And I do hope that all of you will join me again next time for my next Funko Pop unboxing. Cheers everyone. See ya!